Imagine you are floating in the most beautiful graveyard in the entire universe. Your ship is 1 billion miles behind you, a dying spark in the dark, and your tether has just snapped with a silent, sickening recoil. Below your boots, there is no ground. There is no planet, no moon, no star. There is only a circle of absolute ink-black silence that seems to be drinking the very light from the stars around it. You aren't drifting toward a destination. You are drifting toward an ending. You feel a strange, weightless peace for a moment, a sense of awe at the sheer scale of the cosmos. But then you look down at your suit's oxygen gauge, and you realize the thrusters aren't responding because the space around you is no longer straight. You aren't just falling. You are being erased. It starts with a spectacle that would make a god weep. To your left and right, the universe is bending. Light from distant galaxies isn't just shining, it's swirling around this central abyss like golden hair caught in a drain. It's called an accretion disk, a ring of gas and dust spinning at nearly the speed of light, glowing with a radiance so intense it puts every sunrise you've ever seen to shame. It looks like a halo. It looks like a crown. It looks like the ultimate masterpiece of creation. From this distance, the black hole doesn't look like a predator. It looks like a miracle, a shimmering jewel of physics tucked away in the velvet dark. But something is wrong. The light isn't just bright, it's violent. As you drift closer, that golden halo begins to shift. The silence of space is replaced by a low, vibrating hum in your chest. Not a sound, but the feeling of your very atoms being vibrated by X-rays that could melt lead. The beautiful colors start to bleed into a blinding, ultraviolet blue. You realize that this isn't a crown, it's a furnace, and you are the fuel. But here's the problem. You haven't even touched the black hole yet, and already the scale of what you're facing is starting to break your mind. We like to think of space as big, but we don't understand big until we see something like Sagittarius A star. This is the monster at the center of our own galaxy, a void 4 million times more massive than our sun. Imagine a sphere so large it could swallow our entire solar system without a hiccup. You are a speck of dust falling toward a mountain that spans the horizon. You look back at the stars, hoping for a sense of direction, but they are beginning to bunch up, huddling together at the top of your vision as the darkness below grows to consume everything else. But it gets worse. As you fall, the physics of the universe begin to betray you. You look at your watch, and the second hand is ticking normally. Ting, ting, ting. You feel fine. But if your crew back on the ship could see you, they would be screaming in horror. To them, you aren't falling fast. To them, you are slowing down. Because the gravity here is so strong, it is literally dragging on time itself. They see you hovering just above the darkness, frozen in a permanent state of descent, your image reddening and fading like a dying ember. You are becoming a ghost to the living world. While you spend a few minutes falling, decades are passing back on Earth. Everyone you love is growing old. Every city you knew is turning to dust. You are falling out of time, and there is no way back. And this is where things change. You enter the environment of the accretion disk, and the beauty of the light becomes a physical assault. This is a storm of matter heated to millions of degrees, whipped into a frenzy by magnetic fields that could rip the iron out of your blood. NASA's probes have seen these disks emitting jets of plasma that shoot across entire galaxies, fueled by the same hunger that is now pulling at your suit. You are caught in a blizzard of radiation so thick It begins to glow inside your closed eyelids. Your equipment is screaming. Your HUD is flickering with static, and the heat is beginning to cook you from the inside out. You are a moth spiraling into a flame the size of a solar system. But that's not even the worst part. You're still miles away from the surface, but the gravity is no longer a gentle pull. It's a tidal force. In a normal world, gravity pulls on your whole body equally. But here, the gravity at your feet is significantly stronger than the gravity at your head. It's a subtle difference at first, a slight tugging sensation, like someone is gently pulling on your ankles. But as you get closer, that tug becomes a rack. It's the hidden danger of the void, spaghettification. Your body is being stretched. Your spine is lengthening, the gaps between your vertebrae widening. Your skin is becoming taut, your muscles straining against a force that wants to turn you into a string of atoms a mile long. You are being physically unmade by the geometry of space. But here's the problem. You haven't reached the event horizon yet. That thin, invisible line is the point of no return. Once you cross it, the speed required to escape is greater than the speed of light. And since nothing can go faster than light, nothing, not even a signal, a thought, or a ray of hope, can ever come back out. You cross the horizon, and the universe behind you vanishes. The stars at the top of your vision wink out. The light of the accretion disk is gone. You are in a place where the laws of physics have officially resigned. In this darkness, you aren't just in a hole, you are in a new reality. Inside the horizon, all paths lead inward. No matter which way you turn, no matter how hard you fire your thrusters, every direction is down. Space and time have swapped roles. In our world, you can't stop yourself from moving toward tomorrow. In here, you can't stop yourself from moving toward the center. The center is your future. The singularity is your inevitable Monday morning, and there is no weekend in sight. You are trapped in a tomb where the walls are made of time, and they are closing in. But it gets even worse. You aren't just dying. You are becoming an information paradox. According to some theories, as you fall toward the center, the data of who you are, your DNA, your memories, the arrangement of your atoms, is being smeared across the surface of the black hole like a 2D hologram. You are being shredded and archived at the same time. You are a book being burned, but the ashes are being kept in a jar that will never be opened. You are experiencing the ultimate cosmic erasure. The universe is literally deleting you from the source code, and then you see it, or rather, you feel it, the singularity. This is the extreme consequence that science cannot explain. It is a point of infinite density where a star's worth of matter has been crushed into a space smaller than an atom. It is the place where gravity becomes infinite, and the fabric of reality simply tears. You are no longer a person. You are a stream of subatomic particles being pulled toward a needlepoint of pure nothingness. You are about to touch the heart of a monster that has existed since the dawn of time, a relic of a collapsed sun that decided it no longer wanted to belong to this universe. But that's not the end. The final terror is the realization of what you've become. As you are crushed into that final, infinite point, you might realize that you are now part of the black hole's mass. You are the reason it grows. You are the reason it will eventually swallow another star, another planet, another lonely traveler. You have been recruited into the most destructive force in existence. You are no longer the victim, you are the hunger. And yet, even this monster is mortal. Over trillions and quadrillions of years, the black hole will slowly leak energy. This is Hawking radiation, the slow, agonizing evaporation of the void. Eventually, the black hole will vanish in a final, silent flash of light. And when it does, the atoms that used to be your eyes, your heart, and your dreams will finally be released back into a universe that has long since grown cold and dark. You will be free, but there will be no one left to see you. The universe was never meant for us. We are fragile, biological accidents living on a tiny rock, shielded by a thin layer of air, while monsters the size of empires roam the dark. We spend our lives looking at the stars and dreaming of reaching them, never realizing that some of those stars are actually holes in the fabric of the world, waiting for someone to get too close. We are small, we are vulnerable, and we are temporary. In the end, the black hole doesn't hate you. It doesn't even know you're there. It is simply the universe's way of reminding us that some secrets weren't meant to be discovered. They were meant to be felt. And as you disappear into the infinite crush of the singularity, you realize the most terrifying truth of all. The void isn't empty. It's full of everyone who ever dared to look too deep into the dark. If you enjoyed this cinematic breakdown, hit the like button and subscribe for more high-production storytelling. You can click right here to watch our most recent video, or check out this recommendation curated just for you. Until next time, thanks for being part of the journey.